Jai Shri Ram. Hello guys, this is Yash Avasthi. I found that the best way you can utilize your Saturdays and free time is to spread positivity and spread some knowledge which you possess, and that too, if that particular knowledge is proven, it makes the best usage of time as well. I thought that currently this pandemic is kind of creating negativity everywhere, and when you hear a few experiences around you, it makes you sad, it makes you little uncomfortable, you are at discomfort at times, and you feel that you have to do something as a human being to help people mentally and to help people get their immune system well, so that they might fight this pandemic out and act as a pillar as they were acting before this pandemic and during this pandemic as well. So I thought selflessly it would be a better task to utilize the time in spreading the knowledge which you have and asking the knowledge from people. And if that knowledge is proven by organizations and reputed universities from all over the world, I think that helps each and everyone, both mentally and physically. So I think this pandemic is asks the better version of a human being. When you are kind of devoted to yourself and to your soul and to God as well, you realize that there's some divinity which is sitting inside you, and that divinity wants a better version of you, and hence you have that certain atmosphere around you against which you have to stand and fight and win. But for that we need a stable mind. We need a stable mind which can kind of help us organize ourselves and act accordingly, because a stable mind is much more better. When your mind is stable, you can win the universe. But when your mind is not stable, you can be at the best of your physical health, but you'll not be able to attain even a single feat of success. So the best thing is that you are mentally stable, you are avoiding that negativity which prevails around in the atmosphere, and you are trying to approach the positivity and spread positivity. This is what the aim should be during this pandemic. So there's no need to panic. There's hardly any requirement to get disturbed, because as per analytics it seems that by June and July you will get this graph going down and touching the ground. Although it would not be zero, the figures will never be zero in such circumstances, but then as per analytics, in the month of June and July, this would be this peak of COVID virus which India is approaching. It would surely approach down and would be touching the base to get the figure, if not up till zero, but then almost tending towards nullity would be the aim of that peak in the month of June, July this year only. So there's no need to panic. It's just that we need to be cautious where we are going. There's no need to organize fest. If we take all the precautions, if we wear mask whenever we are outside, if we sanitize our hands, we don't take our hands to the face. We only take our hands to the face when we wash it at home and when we wash our face. That's when we can be a little at peace. Is These are the facts which should be applied, so that we might be of support to others as well, and for our families as well. This should be the main sphere around which we should work. But there's no need to panic. We will definitely see this peak going down in the month of June, July as per analytics. But we can have infinite number of waves. This is a second wave in India, and it's very much destructive. We can have infinite number of waves, I'm telling you. You organize a fest and there would be a spread. These fests would result in a super spreader of COVID virus. So there could be infinite number of waves. There could be 20 waves, there could be 25 waves as well. But we will have to be at rest and at peace that this peak is going to come down by June, July 2021. And for that we have to contribute ourselves as well. We need not to go out, we need not to organize fest, we need not to be in groups. That hurts the atmosphere, that hurts the fight which everyone is fighting by sitting at home and working. So we have to avoid those incoming of waves for sure, but there's no need to panic. We'll definitely approach towards a phase where this would kind of look to us as if it's pretty much normal now, especially comparing to the circumstances in which currently we are today in this month of April 2021. But then of course we can share some home remedies. If these home remedies are proven, then it works a lot. So if recently when we were in a phase of developing vaccine, it was found by many reputed organizations both in India and in foreign countries as well, as a group. They found that when the temperature was high, when the heat was streamlined onto the coronavirus, most of the coronaviruses died. They got neutralized. And this is what triggered the sense that of course the temperature would, the a little bit of high temperature would be of adverse effect to coronavirus. And then because of that, it was promoted that if we take steam in a certain fashion, we can protect ourselves. And I have been through many chiefs of many interviews of chiefs of hospital directors and all. They said that there were many hospital workers, the staff, the nurses, doctors, they were constantly treating COVID patients for 24 hours. They are doing now as well, but then they were never tested COVID positive. The reason was that they were following a certain process which they knew scientifically was correct. What they knew was that the high temperature is of course of adverse effect to coronavirus. So what they did was they started to take steam. Now to get that immune system in a much more better phase, what they did was that they added turmeric to it as well. So in a 1 liter of bottle, if you add 1 tablespoon of turmeric, you will feel that and then you take steam, you will feel that heat of water vapor helps your coronavirus to get neutralized. So it goes from nose, it approaches your neck, and from this and from here it reaches your lungs. So you can take this, you can inhale it in a sense when you add a kind of 1 tablespoon. I have that practical experience here in front of you all. Take 1 tablespoon, add it into a hot water, there would be steam all around, and there's a process of taking the steam. How you can take the steam is that when you are inhaling, what you need to do, you inhale that steam with nose and you exhale from your mouth. You inhale from nose, you exhale from your mouth. Do that 10 times, and then after it you inhale from your mouth the steam and exhale from your nose. You inhale from your mouth and exhale from your nose. Do that 10 times. If you are doing these two things come in a combined fashion 20 times, and you are doing this and you are applying this practice 3 times a day. You eat food 3 times. You eat it in the breakfast, you eat your food during lunch, you eat in the day, you eat food in the dinner as well. So you can apply this 3 times as well. If you practice it for 3 times, then definitely this would be of a huge positive impact to you as well. And we of course know how to take steam. I can act as well in a certain fashion, how to take it. This is how we take steam. But then if we are taking it in a certain process where we are inhaling it from nose and exhaling it from mouth, we are doing that 10 times, and then we are inhaling from mouth and exhaling from nose, and if we are doing that 10 times, that helps a lot. And this is a certain process, and adding turmeric to it boosts your immunity as well, and we have that proven everywhere. So this heat works, and it has been proven by scientists as well, it has been proven by doctors as well, that heat is anti to coronavirus, and to COVID-19 virus. And there are a few other home remedies as well. You can take a spoon of ginger, a kind of ginger liquid, and you can heat it. You can add 1 spoon of honey to it, and then you can take that sip of 2 spoons formed, whatever you may call it, a medicinal liquid. If you take that 1 spoon of ginger liquid, you heat it, you add 1 spoon of honey, and you take it into your body, and you don't eat anything for 30 minutes from then on. You do that 3 times a day, and that helps a lot. That helps you to boost your immunity. So these things are very, very important. We can share these things as well. But then there's a scientific thing as well. We are always in a process where we kind of search our soul. We are always connected to divinity. This is a process which most of the people, almost everyone, follows, but there is science to prove it as well. There is a technology which is being spread. What it does is that there is a process of forming a nasal spray which has nitric oxide in it. As soon as you inhale that nasal spray containing nitric oxide is supposed to kill 99.9% of COVID virus, according to few companies, organizations which are working for it. So they are making a nasal spray of nitric oxide, and when you are inhaling it, it's been proved that it kills coronavirus to a huge extent. But if you are following religion as well, if you are in touch with divinity as well, you will find that whatever practice you do to get in touch with the divine, that practice has some of the other scientific benefits. Many of them have been proved. So if we are talking about nitric oxide as well, when you do omkar, so omkar is a process which is done in the following way, like this. So this omkar word which is there, this comes with the three words. These three words are a, u and m. So when you are saying this, a comes from the abdomen, u comes from your chest, and comes from your mouth. So this vibration which gets created from these words, this vibration creates nitric oxide within you, and that kills coronavirus. So you have the process where you can create nitric oxide naturally within your body. Then there's no point of using those artificial substances which creates nitric oxide for you. So if you do this, and in Christianity you say amen, that produces nitric oxide as well. In Muslims you say ameen, that vibration produces nitric oxide as well. So there are practices which produces nitric oxide, and we can produce nitric oxide at our will naturally, instead of using those artificial nasal sprays for it. So if we are connected to divine, we follow those practices, there are huge scientific benefits which have been proved in it. And there is a kind of authentication of these things as well. You can read a book named as Prana Science by Bala Subramaniam, who is an American biochemist. He has written that book, and there is a proven fact that this produces nitric oxide, which we are in a bid to produce artificially to help us. We can produce in turn naturally within ourselves. And the other experience was of a person named as Alexander, who is a neurosurgeon from Harvard University. He was in coma for about 1 week, and what he did was he had an outer body experience where he saw a kind of light in front of him, and when he approached that formless light, that formless positive light, the sound which came was om. And he has shared this experience as well. You can search it on the net as well. So this om, amen, amin, these things are ways to connect to divinity. But then with that connection as well, science has proved that why these connections are helpful to you and to your health as well. And if with that we according to our Vedas as well, there is a mantra named as Mahamrityunjay mantra. The mantra goes in the way, it's a Sanskrit mantra, and there's a big story, a factual story why it is important. This Mahamrityunjay mantra is as such: Om Hom Om Jum Sah Bhur Bhuvaswa Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urva Rukmiv Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiya Mamritat Bhur Bhuvaswarom Jum Sah Om Hom. And only 5 words could also work for you. So if you say Om Hom Om Jum Sah, these 5 words can work for you if this is a big Sanskrit shlok for few. So what you can do is that if you narrate these words, it is bound, these words, this mantra is made for increasing lifespan, and it works as well. It has some relevant sense, and it works. You can apply that, and with that application, if you are connected to divinity, if you are doing yoga, if you are doing meditation, that helps you boost your internal health as well. That helps you boost your mental health as well, and physical health as well. You can think a lot, you can be much more effective onto your work. Since many of you are working from home as well, it becomes difficult to work continuously with that same pace and effectiveness, since you are at home all the time. So if you are mentally fit, if you are keeping up to yourself if by doing this meditation and yoga, definitely you will keep up to the organization in which you are working, and to your families as well. So there's no need to panic. We'll surely approach this COVID peak in India down by the month of June, July. And we should take care that we are away from the third wave, because there could be many. But then if we take precautions, relatively we can definitely be at a better pace against this coronavirus. So by the time, take care, help us all get some authenticated knowledge, and share this video as much as possible to get the best out of people, so that they might stand like a pillar against this COVID-19 virus. Take care. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Jai Shri Ram.